Hello everyone and welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today we're reacting to a very highly requested music video. That's ALESSIA CARA and The Warning present Enter Sandman. So this is an actual cover of obviously a Metallica song. I'm sure we all know Enter Sandman. And yeah, they made an official music video for it as well. So yeah, I got told that this isn't as story driven and like intricate as their other music videos that we've reacted to so far, but that it was still worth a watch and very interesting, like had some talking points apparently. So yeah, let's jump on straight into it. Ooh, black and white. I'm a sucker for a good black and white music video. Oh, backlighting. Yeah. Ah. Is that actual projection? Nice side lighting. Backlighting again. Beautiful. Really silhouetting them. Ah, that's so cool. That's awesome. I love this already. Really simple, but we'll talk about it. What a voice. How heavy are they gonna go? That's the real question. The projection's so cool. Yeah, nice. Oh, a bit of fisheye? Could be a bit of fisheye, yeah, it looks like it. Very wide, at least. Drone shot. Oh, good push in. Enter light. The backlighting is awesome in this. But yeah, this projection is so freaking cool. We do have a bit of YouTube compression, but again, that's not the creative's fault. That's good old YouTube just, you know, being what it is. Nice pull out. That's so cool. And really shows what you can do with a simple location, like just a rundown like warehouse or ruin. I don't know what you would call it. And yeah, it's definitely real projection, like, because you can see it flickering around on them, which is really cool. Yeah! Yeah, definitely some fisheye shots in there. Smooth drone shots though. Cool shot. Good energy. Nice little flares, side light. Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Hell yeah. Oh, good push in. Hell yeah. That was sick. Alright, let's talk about it. Oh, cool. Alright, so, first off, yeah, it's a lot simpler and more straightforward than the other music videos we've reacted to, but this is the important thing, and I know I've said this a bunch of times, but I'm going to reiterate it again and again and again. You don't need to do a story every time. You can make a really good music video just off some crazy idea or just with, you know, shots of a band. Like, I think narrative music videos are fun, don't get me wrong, and they're really unique and special. Like, I personally, as a director, if I get to choose, it's always going to be narrative. But like, there has to be a strong narrative. Like, you can do a really cool idea or a really cool just band performance that's unique and special that can blow, you know, 80% of the narrative music videos out there, like, out of the water, you know. And I think a good band that's an example of that is OK Go. Like, they have never, at least to my knowledge, never done a narrative music video. But every single one of their music videos is so unique, so crazy, so high concept that, like, I don't even like their music, but I can tell you every single music video of theirs because they are genuinely so creative. And that's what I see a bit here as well. So let's talk about it. Obviously, it's in black and white. I love good black and white, and this nails that. Black and white is useful because you can essentially work with any color imaginable, like lighting wise, you know, prop wise, etc. And besides, obviously, you know, different colors will show up as different shades of black and white, it'll all stay like connected in that world. So, for example, if you have something really bright in the background, which sometimes, like, if you're filming on location, you can't avoid, like, there might be a bright red sign behind you. If you don't want people to look at that in the background of your shots every time, if you make it black and white, they won't, because again, like, it's all going to be different shades of gray. So people will go away from paying attention to color and more going towards, like, what's lit and what's moving. And that's perfectly displayed here because every time what's moving are the people performing and pretty much nothing else, you know. So yeah, really, really cool. You'll also see in this opening shot where the three of them, like, I love the fact that it starts at like a side light, but then they're walking into the shadows, and so you end up with them like backlit, where it's just essentially three silhouettes. That's gorgeous. I honestly love that. You know, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I love lighting and you know I love a good backlight. So yeah, I adore that. But the other thing is, you'll also notice that there's a bit of haze in there as well. So they've got I would say, a smoke machine just off camera. That's, yeah, just filling up a bit of that room. I wouldn't say the whole room, because that would be a lot of smoke to have to fill up that huge space. But again, this is the benefit of filming in black and white. If you were filming in color, it would be really obvious where that smoke like starts and where it ends. with black and white, you can't really tell. You can see the movement and you can see like the haze showing those light rays, but you can't really tell that it's not like across the whole room. So another great example of like why, you know, black and white is awesome. Then let's get to the projection stuff. So this is a really cool idea, and personally, I did this for one music video by a band called Thirst of Faust, which we will react to on this channel. And what it was, I basically like made some like sort of creepy footage of like an eye darting around and stuff, and that was then projected onto a wall, so the whole wall was basically showing this like moving eye. But then we used some like trickery to get like a demon, like just the shadow of a demon standing, like, so you just saw the shadow appear in the middle. Like, it was super cool, super simple. All you're doing is pre-recording footage and throwing it on a projector and throwing it against a wall. If you want to see a really clever use of projected imagery in music videos, one of Jack White's music videos, I think it's called like Dead Leaves or something, really cool use of it. But yeah, it's really simple, and what is great about it being used here is that, let's say you've got a artist who doesn't live in your hometown. So, you know, you're a videographer. Let's say you live in Brisbane. You've got an artist who doesn't live in Brisbane, but they really want you to create a music video for them. You create this awesome narrative, but they want to be in it as well. So they record a bunch of footage and give it to you. Now, most of the time, you're going to be handed footage that their friend shot. It is going to look terrible. It's going to look, you know, probably be filmed on an inferior camera. Like, the lighting's all wrong. It doesn't match what you're doing and all of that. And you're like, how the hell do I use this? Well, if you just chuck it in as is, it's going to look bad. So this is where it's really clever, using things like this as a way of hiding with your like, oh, this artist couldn't be here performance shots. Like, hide any lack of quality in that footage by having it, like, having that extra layer between the viewer and that image. So in this case, they're using a projector to project it onto walls. So for all we know, that footage of her could have been filmed on a crappy DSLR, or like a mobile phone or something. It could be the wrong frame rate, the wrong, you know, resolution and everything. But we're never going to be able to tell that because it's projected up onto a wall. How the hell do we know, you know? Oh, it's got noise in it. How can we tell, you know? So it's really clever. Another great way that we've seen on this channel as well, play it through a TV. You know, such a simple tool to hide any footage that may be like, doesn't line up with the main footage. Now, that's not saying that that's what happened here. Like, for all I know, you know, this, you know, ALESSIA CARA could have been available on the day, and then the same team could have recorded that footage, and then they've just decided that this was the best way of doing it anyway, because I feel like it definitely does add a layer of creepiness and etherealness that the whole song being called, it's a Enter Sandman. It's about, this sort of Sandman character, boogeyman character. It definitely adds like great context like to the actual what the song's about by being this sort of person that's not there and just like a projection on a wall, just a figure moving and all of this. So yeah, that's it. Great, adds great sort of connection with the lyrics and stuff. But as I said, it could also be because of any technical things. She could have filmed that on her own mobile phone, and then as given to them, they've, blown it up, put it on a projector, and then you would never know the quality of that original footage. So such a useful tool, and it's just great because I've seen this done before where it was done fake and you could tell that it was fake. And so when I was first watching this, I'm like, oh, that could possibly be fake. But the fact that it's like, you can see it in the background of shots, you can actually see it affecting like other corners of the room, you can see it projected on the band themselves, like so cool. Because unless they're pulling off some master trickery where in which case they got me, I believe that 100% this is real, this is actually projected footage, on the walls and stuff. So that's awesome. Lots of use of slow-mo, especially for the like walking around the warehouse and stuff. That's awesome. Again, suits the music so well because they, until the very end, they're going for this sort of slower, like more harmonic version of the song, so to speak. But what I love is even in the shots where it's just a projector on the wall, the camera doesn't sit still. It could. You're looking at a wall. But it's moving. It's going left and right. It's pulling out. It's pushing in. Like, it's constantly moving. I also love this really crazy shot where they've got, like, I don't even know how they did this. This one genuinely stumps me, where they've got, like, the smoke and the projection's like on the smoke, but there's a light at the back and the light's shining through, and it almost is like an eye. Like it's so, and that's what I mean. Like the projection adds so much to the whole like what the song's about and stuff that it's really, really cool. I'm not sure how they got that shot. Then the outside stuff. This location's awesome. It looks like a medieval fort or something. It's so cool. And you got this mix of fisheye shots, or at least very wide angle shots on a gimbal. Again, always moving. Cut to different drone shots where it's, because they're sort of on this cliff edge, so to speak, and so it's really utilizing that to be able to pull out, go up, go down, create these dynamic angles and shots that are always moving. And that's a great way of doing it. Get your wide shots on this drone and then chuck your camera with a wide angle lens on a gimbal and punch in to get those single shots. Super simple, and that's pretty much, what they do. What else can we talk about? I mean, the band, the band's energy and stuff, it should go without saying. They're even with something like this, where it is just a performance music video, they bring their all. Like, you know, there's moments where they're like, you know, they're not looking at camera, but then they're not afraid to like snap to camera every now and again and play into it. Like there's one point where the drummer just like starts like, you know, working with the camera, and that's always great. You know, the camera at the end of the day is your audience. So like, you know, that's not saying you always want to be like, you know, think of it like playing live. You don't always want to be like looking dead into the eyes of your audience, but have those moments where you're like, hey, you, I see you, and I'm now going to play this to you. Like, it just, yeah, adds so much. I usually, when I'm getting like band performance shots, I usually do a few takes where I'm like, look past the camera. And then I do a few takes where it's like, okay, the camera's your audience, play it up. And that light just died. Okay, so we're now working with one light. Let's keep going. What else have we got? Like, yeah, just really nice. I love the shot where the three of them are like in different doorways vocalizing, and you've got the projection over the top as well. Like that's so cool. Like this location is dope. I would love to shoot a horror film here. But you know, so you know, maybe tell me in the comments where this was filmed. I might need to go on a holiday or something, because yeah, we don't really have anywhere like this where I live. So yeah, like I would love to film at a place like this. But yeah, I think that's all, in all honesty. Like there's not heaps to talk about with this one. It's just, yeah, it's like it's all natural lighting. Like there's probably, you know, like obviously when they go down into like, I presume, the basement, that is, I would probably suggest a like a light doing that and not daylight, just because getting it that perfect would be pretty tricky. But you know, with that said, it's not impossible. But the rest of this is definitely 100% just natural daylight, you know, choosing the right time of day. And this is the importance of location scouting. Go to a place before the shoot day and work out, okay, if we're filming at 2 p.m, where does the light actually come from? Like, because you want to see like everywhere, every light ray, every beam could be coming from, so you understand how to shape it more on the day without just jumping into the deep end. So yeah, all in all, fucking great music video, super simple, but still effective, still punchy, still energetic, still very fucking beautiful. And yeah, really interesting cover as well. So thank you for recommending it, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.